Hey everybody, this is Tracy from Traces. I've done a voiceover through this whole slideshow. If it starts to get annoying, just turn the sound off. I think I said super fun about 35 times, but I'm not sure. Here we go. Here's a pictorial of Traces screen printing over the last 32 years. We opened Traces in 1985. This is the building. Before we moved in, of course, it was just being built. This is Murray, my dad, my sister Susan, and myself. We were going to open the business with my sisters Jane and Leslie being partners. This is Brian, who I was dating at the time, who later turned into my husband. This is our friend John Pierce that worked for John Deutschman Construction, who was and still is our landlords. We opened in 1,000 square feet. Got off to a good start that October in 1985. These are all early days. Some of the pictures are included just because somebody had to take a photograph and develop it, since there was nothing digital. There's my dad and I. You're going to see my hair change quite a bit over the years. We got a large contract from Penmans that year, and so we had quite a sizable staff. There's me printing. Don't expect to see that every day. There's Murray hard at work. We only had 1,000 square feet, so it was pretty crowded. Susan and my niece Kelly. Looks like we've expanded a little bit. Manual printing really hasn't changed in a lot of years. Oh, mullet, anyone? 1987. We're still pretty big. We got lots of stacks from Penmans. Penmans was our biggest customer, but little did we know the recession was coming. Lots of people doing lots of work and trying to have fun while we did it. My sister Jane. My brother-in-law Rob. Everybody pitched in. There's my nephew Tyler and my sister Leslie. 1988. Here we go. We've got some big contracts doing decals. Had quite the lineup of people printing those for McCordick Glove. Hey, I still have that apron. I'm going to go through some of these pictures pretty quick, because really it's the same thing. Unless you know somebody in the pictures, then maybe I'm going too quick. Yes, we did that shirt for Clint Eastwood. Michelle LeMay, a longtime employee. I'm sure you're seeing pictures of people you know. In 1990. Our customers always gave us pictures of their shirts because they love them. Here we go, expanded again. You can see we've gone through the wall. Pretty crowded. I work with buskers since 1989, and I worked with them 25 years to make that street festival happen. Some of these years we didn't have any pictures. Maybe nobody took them. Maybe we were too busy. Thanks, Matt Baird, for talking us into getting our www.traces.com in 93. $1994. We got our first Environmental Achievement Award, which is really good for the company and great marketing. I also won Woman of the Year, so this, I don't know, award thing just caught on and we just won a whole bunch. Five years passed already. Had a nice car then. There's Michelle in the office. More bad hair. Here we go. More group pictures. Here's our 10th anniversary picture. By the time we got to 95, I couldn't believe we'd already hit 10 years. We had a big party at the Duke of Wellington. We always like to have a good time. In the background, you can see our steel band. More environmental achievement awards. More staff, new staff, 1996 already. Vendor quality awards, excellent in customer service. It's pretty good. 1997, my dad passed away. I really missed him, and I enjoyed working with him. We decided that we'd go in the steel band and perform with them in the float and the Christmas. It's too bad we didn't do banners because that flatbed truck with the Traces Steel Band could have used a banner. 1997, still winning some awards. It's great. 98, some staff changes, but we just keep moving on. 1999, we have very attractive staff. Tara and Michelle. Nice of customers to keep giving us pictures of their t-shirts we printed. 99, we finally won a printing award because I was tired of not entering those contests and everybody else having those awards. In year 2000, I bought out Susan, Jane, and Leslie from the stock in the company. In year 2000, the only picture we had was one of Bill Cosby. Yikes. 2001, Traces is doing really well. We're getting lots of publicity. We've moved on with some new products like tattoos. In 2002, KW Arts Awards, Ontario Volunteer Service Award. 2003, it's the first year that I implemented the trip incentive, and it was something that I designed with my coach, Bob Rogers. I got a company coach because I felt like I really needed to restructure a little bit. So our first year, we went to Halifax, and this newsletter is the only record we have of pictures, I'm afraid. We did have a good time, though. 2004. This year, we went to Dominican, if I recall, and we had tons of fun. Nice shirt, Brian. There's Jane George and I with Elizabeth Whitmer. This might be the only magazine cover I'm ever on. I was really grateful for that exchange cover. Super nice. In 2005, we wound up in San Francisco. Katrina had happened, and we were actually booked to go into New Orleans, but had to cancel because of Katrina. We wound up in San Francisco, which was super fun, and I got to see some of my family and relatives that live there at the same time. It's my sister Susan in the middle, my husband Brian, and Chris, who used to work for us. Here's Colleen and Nikki together with me in the back. Susan and Stephen, my sister and her partner, with Nikki in the front. My nephew Matthew and a bunch of us all having cocktails before dinner. And there's part of the dinner show. There's my sister and my nephew Matt and my husband Brian. It was really fun. There's Nikki and Matt and I. We met in Las Vegas to look at new equipment. We didn't buy any, but we really had some nice dinners out. I took the staff skeet shooting with Jim Close. That was super fun. Here was our first cruise for a trip incentive. We went to Key West and Cozumel. Isn't that a nice picture? I'm still getting lots of press from the record. Well, print media, I guess, before it starts to hemorrhage. Awesome picture. The next year we went to Portugal. I was really super thrilled to be able to take the staff to Europe. It's one fast week, but we really had a great time, and it was really charming. Here's more Portugal. 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 More Portugal. Can't have enough Portugal. We ran into the Power Rangers when we were in Portugal. 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 I'll stop saying Portugal now. More Portugal. Yeah. Portugal. Accordion player. Portuguese dancing. Why do we have so many pictures of Portugal? Portugal. More Portugal. I sort of miss Portugal now looking at these pictures. We had fun in Portugal. Okay, not Portugal now. That's our customer, Deb Ritchie, getting a massage. I think it was for a Fiesta Day. This is Big Brothers Bowling. We did it for charity. It was fun, and we had pizza. Guy won best score and $20. 2007 went by really fast with no pictures. 2008. Next trip instead of our first trip to New Orleans. Lots of eating pictures and band pictures. Lots of cocktail pictures. Lots of great scenery. Who doesn't love New Orleans? I'm going to go through some of these fast. You'll see Andy and some of the staff that worked at Traces for a while having a good time. There's Guy. Oh yeah, too many cocktails. Hey, there's our shirt so the staff wouldn't expose themselves for real. It got us lots of free drinks. If you've never gone, you should visit New Orleans. Always a party. Oh, alligator. Snake. More snake. More alligators. Crane. Turtle. Party. 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 Huge ass beers to go. Good times. Everybody's standing in the bathroom hallway. And a few drunk people. This is the pool at our hotel. It was pretty sweet. I don't think there's enough pictures of New Orleans in the world. I don't know who some of those people are. It's a pretty easy place to visit. This is my favorite picture of Brian and I in New Orleans. Here we are back at the office. There's Nikki modeling her Germany shirt. Uh-oh, party bus. Here we go. Starts getting blurry from here on in. Oh, back at work. Our automatic printer came in that year. Here it is created before it's assembled. Assembling the automatic was awesome. We don't have pictures of it fully done because the same weekend we had a break-in and everything went for shizzle. There's a fiesta day in the fall, so we've gotten past our break-in, we've got our new door, and we're moving on. 2009. Wow, the years sure are passing quickly. Here's my x-rays from when I broke my ankle at the donkey sanctuary. They weren't very sympathetic. Ah, our trip incentive to Spain. Back to Europe again. I really loved that trip. We started in Madrid and then we flew down to the coast. It was great being on the Mediterranean. It was a little tiring to do that whole trip in a week, but it was super fun. There's the Mediterranean just below our hotel. This is a parrot riding a bicycle. There's more Spain. Spain. Benalmádena, Spain. It was really cool. It was super fun to be in Europe. It wasn't a very busy time of year, though. This is in the harbor in Benalmádena, where all the yachts came in. Beautiful weather, a really fun place to go. Here we are as a group. It was super fun. Guy and Andy, Tracy and Pat, Guy, Brian, Nikki, and Andy. Here we are back at work. We were doing some environmental donations with Green is the New Black. Another fiesta day. There's our Trace's ice sculpture when we sponsored Ice Dogs. (2010), still getting a little publicity. Our next trip incentive was another cruise to St. Martin, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts. Cruise life is pretty easy. It was fun. Chris found out he was a cruiser. All these years, all these trips, lots of fun. Here's the start of pictures from Trace's 25th anniversary. Yeah, it does go by fast. There's me and the sisters, me and the staff. Good picture, Nick. Lots of fun, lots of good food, lots of friends and longtime customers. My friend Bev's awesome. Lots of dancing, lots of drinking, lots of talking. There's my art high school teacher, Jim Miller. Lots of photo taking. It was a fun night. Back at work again. This is on the auto. We were having a little trouble getting it set up. It actually caught on fire twice. Let's not talk about that. There's Jimmy Tadhole. Actually, that's my nephew Matt, wearing a Jimmy Tadhole t-shirt. There's Guy back at work on the auto. Lots of shirts coming out. When it prints well. Our promotional products, these are just little cases. You put your credit cards in to keep them safe. More promotional products from Traces. 2011, we all went to Jamaica. There's not too many pictures of us working, but there's lots of pictures of us partying. It was very, very, very hot. It was hot during the day, and it was just as hot at night. We really liked our resort. We really liked our bedroom. Here we're on a cruise ship. Here we're on a fun boat going to Dunn's Falls and snorkeling. Brian really likes his stripy t-shirt. There's a Michael Jackson impersonator at every resort in the Caribbean. There's Dunn's Falls. Oh, must be Christmas time. We went to Medieval Fair. We hired a limo and drove down. It was super fun. It's fun renting a limo. I think I'd like somebody driving for me all the time. Thanks to the Chamber for this marketing. A little marketing here, a little marketing there, never hurts. There's Joe from the Steel Band. We sponsored him for probably over 20 years. There's Nick, Chris, Brian, and I. We went to Las Vegas a year because there was only 2 of us that qualified for the trip incentive, so we decided to do Vegas. It is pretty fun. I love that picture. This is from a fundraiser we did for cystic fibrosis, and we had a fun, I bought a table, we had a fun night. This is at Great Big Sea. We bought a table, it was a fundraiser, and we had a great night. Fiesta Day again. Oh, now we're in Costa Rica. I love some of these pictures that are in black and white. They're super, super. This was a really great trip to Costa Rica. Oh, the Busker Festival. Heather that worked with us got a picture with Stephen Page. This is my friend Howard Kalin. He published a book called Shell Shocked, and we got to print the t-shirts. Ought to go, Howard. This is Fiesta Day pictures. This looks like a whole ton of shirts coming in for a big order. There's Nikki. Don't know what she's doing there. Oh, must have been Fiesta Day. There's Heather. We're very grateful to the Chamber who gave us the Business of the Year, 20 employees and under in 2013. It was pretty nice, and we got lots of marketing from it. Halloween at Traces. Holly Printing. There we are as a group. We had a photographer come in and get some decent pictures. It's sort of fun in a, I don't know, manufacturing sort of way. Here's our group. Leslie, Cody, Nikki, Tracy, Tracy and Brian, Tracy and Brian again. Cody, what's your finger doing? Here's our next trip incentive. We're going to Cozumel, Belize, Roatan, Costa Maya. These are random pictures of bananas, ruins, and our group picture. This is my friend Howard. He did print shirts with the White House on it that he got high there before Snoop. Here's one of our traditional Blockus games. 2015 Women of Achievement Award, Festival or Event Volunteer Award. Always nice to be remembered. This is another Arts Award. It was a fun night. It was really nice. That was my second Arts Award, actually. We sponsor the Tri-City Roller Derby. We sponsor a lot of sort of outsider sports and things that people don't sponsor. So we're always happy to help, including wrestling, and you'll see our PWA pictures coming up. There's Nikki. I think we're going on our way to roller derby that night. There we are at roller derby. There's Cody and Brandon and Nick with the Venus Flytramps. Back at work. Oh, we're starting wrestling pictures. This is the first time we went for wrestling after we'd sponsored them. PWA has a pretty enthusiastic crowd. Lots of crazy wrestlers. But they do print lots of t-shirts. And we're the ones that want to print them. That's Lenny. That's Guy getting punched out. There's Nikki and Guy drinking beer. Here's one of our customers that sent us a picture. Another customer that sent us pictures. They look awesome. Chalkmaster Dave picking up his shirts and hats. Mario with the Busker Performer. Here's a whole ton of shirts. It's got to be orientation. Yes, it is orientation. Here's Fiesta Day. We went out for cooking classes at Relish with Donna Marie Pie. It was fun, and we got to eat food. That's me on the TV cooking monitor. Yay. It was super fun, and we're going to New Orleans again, so we made Southern cooking. Happy Fiesta Day, everybody. Ooh, look at our beautiful cake Michelle made. Michelle, that used to work for us, now makes cakes. And here we are in New Orleans. How was that first hand grenade? Huge ass beers. It's 2 for 1 now. Some of these are going to seem like deja vu, but really, we love New Orleans again. Voodoo chips were really good. Woot! Ooh. These are good pictures. Some of them are creepy pictures, but some of them are really good pictures. There's Cody. There's more Cody. She's eating fried chicken and waffles. We have a lot of graveyard pictures to get through. Super fun. Always parades. Always lots going on in New Orleans. Oh, there's our parade. I promised him a parade, and I gave him a parade one night. Nobody else knew about the parade but me, I think. Here we are back Halloween at Trace's. Wow, Christmas already. Here's one of our customers at Nova Scotia. Here's our Blockus rules. And we're back into Block's tournaments. Finally, it looks like we're doing some work around here. Customers winning t-shirts. They're coming to pick them up. We ran a contest for a survey. Cody did a great job with the artwork. So many shirts over so many years. Here we are at another Festival of Fools. Here's our invite for our 32nd party, printed on balloons. There's some of our food. Yum. During our party, we had Vera Kaza Opera, whom we sponsor, do a quick pop-up opera. It was awesome. Say that 3 times fast. We had our wrestlers, that Sue Todd who did our logo for us with Lenny. There were many bodies flying around. There's myself and Lenny and Nick. Some of our guests from Technosport. Staff from Traces. Friends. Old employees. And tons of fun. Catherine from Freshwater Sirens, who we sponsor, also played at the Traces party. Lots of guests, familiar faces. Here's the staff again. Super fun night. We're at Fiesta Day. We did an escape room, and we did really, really well. Fiesta Day is where we celebrate our successes during the year. We're off to Cuba for our trip instead of in 2016. Fidel Castro drove that tank. This is us in Havana. Beaches were beautiful in Veradero. We're back at wrestling again at Christmas time. There's Lenny, he's our buddy. He prints a lot of shirts. Here's our logo, our Circus Our Monkeys, that I really love that Cody did for us. We want to say thank you to all our past staff and our customers. It's really been crazy, 30 plus years. Lord only knows how many years we'll keep going. Until then, thanks so much.